As we navigate the maze of human connections, ever wondered if you're unwittingly playing a role in someone else's script? It's a question that echoes through the corridors of our relationships, and today we're diving deep into the intricate art of decoding the subtle signs that might scream, "You're being used." Inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, especially the OG philosopher Marcus Aurelius, we're on a mission to unravel the hidden plot twists in our connections. But hey, before we plunge into this gripping Stoic journey, I need you on board. Hit that subscribe button like you're smashing through the walls of uncertainty, and give this video a thumbs up if you're ready for a roller coaster ride of insights. Your support isn't just a click. It's the secret sauce that keeps our wisdom-sharing mission alive. So buckle up, hit subscribe, and let's expose the signs together in this wild expedition through the twists and turns of human connections. Number 1. Lack of reciprocity. Picture this. Relationships are meant to be like a dance, a beautiful exchange of steps where both partners move harmoniously. Enter Stoicism, and it hammers home the idea of reciprocity, the notion that relationships should resemble a lively two-way street. Now, imagine putting your heart and soul into a connection, be it through emotional investments or practical gestures. You're there, pouring your energy into this metaphorical dance, expecting your partner to catch your rhythm. But what if they're just standing there, barely lifting a foot? That's your Stoic red flag right there. In the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a relationship devoid of reciprocity is like a ship sailing solo in a storm, destined for trouble. Think about it. If you're consistently pouring in effort, time, and emotions without receiving any in return, it's a recipe for imbalance and discontent. Let's take a real-world example. Imagine you're always the one planning outings, checking in on your friend, or offering a helping hand, but the favor is never returned. It's like organizing a surprise party for someone who never even remembers your birthday. Ouch, right? In the Stoic realm, this lack of reciprocal gestures is a cue to reevaluate the dynamics. So, Marcus Aurelius would pipe in with his philosophical mic drop. Relationships, according to him, should be mutual grounds of support and consideration. It's not just about what you give, it's about what you both bring to the table, creating a dance where both partners not only hear the music, but also sway to it together. Number 2. Conditional support. Close your eyes for a moment and envision the relationships in your life as a safety net, a comforting embrace during life's storms. In the Stoic universe, this safety net is ideally woven with threads of unconditional goodwill, an essential concept that takes center stage in the philosophy. Now, let's delve into the shadowy side, conditional support. Picture this. You're facing challenges, seeking solace in your connections. But instead of an open-armed embrace, the support you receive is transactional. It's not freely given. It's a sort of emotional contract with clauses and conditions. This, my friends, is where Stoicism raises its discerning eyebrow. Marcus Aurelius, our Weezer Stoic saga, would view this as a stark contradiction to the Stoic ideal. In his philosophical realm, relationships aren't supposed to resemble a business deal, with support contingent on meeting certain criteria. Picture a friend who only shows up when it benefits them, or a partner whose support wavers based on your adherence to their expectations. It's akin to having a lighthouse that dims its glow unless you pay a toll. Now, let's bring it down to the streets we walk. Think about that friend who's there for you only when it suits their needs, or the partner whose love is conditional upon meeting their expectations. Stoicism, through the lens of Marcus Aurelius, would encourage you to question these dynamics. Authentic connections, he'd argue, are built on genuine care, not a ledger of transactions. So, when you spot conditions attached to the support you receive, it's like the Stoic sirens singing caution. It's time to navigate towards relationships that stand firm, not ones that demand a toll for being your anchor. Number 3. Absence of mutual growth. In the grand tapestry of relationships, Marcus Aurelius threads the needle of personal development into the fabric of Stoic philosophy. Imagine your journey through life as a collaborative work of art, where you and your companions contribute brushstrokes of growth and improvement. Now, let's focus on a canvas devoid of these vibrant strokes, the absence of mutual growth. Picture a relationship where your aspirations, dreams, and efforts at self-improvement are met with indifference or worse, obstruction. Marcus Aurelius, our Stoic mentor, would raise an eyebrow at such a scenario. For him, relationships should be fertile grounds for mutual growth, not barren landscapes where one person's development is stunted or ignored. Let's ground this in reality. Consider a friendship where your attempts to broaden your horizons or pursue personal goals are met with disinterest. Your enthusiasm for self-improvement is left hanging in the air, like a forgotten masterpiece in an empty gallery. In a romantic relationship, imagine feeling held back or constrained, your individual journey overshadowed by the other's ambitions. In the Stoic philosophy, this lack of mutual growth suggests that you might be viewed more as a tool for someone else's agenda than a cherished companion on the shared path to virtue. It's akin to planting seeds in soil that refuses to nurture them. Marcus Aurelius would counsel that true connections foster an environment where both parties thrive, each contributing to the other's growth. When you sense the absence of this shared journey toward improvement, it's a Stoic call to reevaluate the nature of the relationship and whether it aligns with the principles of mutual flourishing. Number 4. Emotional manipulation. In the realm of Stoicism, emotional resilience and authenticity are the pillars that uphold the grand architecture of genuine connections. Now imagine this structure facing an insidious threat: emotional manipulation. Picture a scenario where the atmosphere is tainted with subtle coercion, strings being pulled to orchestrate your emotional responses. Stoicism, through the lens of Marcus Aurelius, would deem this as a distortion of the ideal relationship dynamic. True connections, according to Stoic principles, thrive on honest and transparent communication, not on the puppetry of emotions. Now, let's ground this in reality. Consider a friendship where your emotions are subtly maneuvered like chess pieces on a board. Your joy, sorrow, and even your anger are manipulated to serve someone else's agenda. In a romantic relationship, imagine feeling like you're walking on emotional eggshells, your genuine feelings overshadowed by a carefully choreographed performance. In the Stoic school of thought, this emotional manipulation disrupts the natural flow of sincere communication. It's akin to a distorted reflection in a mirror. What you see is not a true representation of your emotions, but a manipulated image designed to suit someone else's narrative. Here's the lesson. Marcus Aurelius would emphasize the importance of maintaining emotional autonomy and fostering relationships where openness prevails. If you consistently find yourself being emotionally manipulated, it's a Stoic signal to reassess the authenticity of the connection. True bonds, according to Stoicism, are built on a foundation of genuine emotions, not on the strings pulled by others for their own purposes. Number 5. Instrumentalizing your skills. In the Stoic arena, there's a spotlight on recognizing and employing your skills, not just for personal gain, but for the greater good of the collective. Picture your skills as valuable tools in a communal toolbox, ready to be wielded for the benefit of all. Now, imagine a scenario where these tools are consistently borrowed, but the acknowledgement and reciprocity are left backstage. This is the pitfall of instrumentalizing your skills. Stoicism, under the watchful gaze of Marcus Aurelius, would caution against becoming a mere instrument for others, particularly when your skills are treated like commodities rather than valued contributions. Now, let's translate this into everyday experiences. Consider a work environment where your expertise is consistently tapped into, yet the recognition or fair compensation remains elusive. Your skills become the unsung heroes, tirelessly working behind the scenes without a bow or applause. In personal relationships, envision being the go-to person for problem solving, but when it comes to your needs, the toolbox seems strangely empty. Marcus Aurelius would impart a valuable lesson here. Stoicism encourages the use of one's skills for the collective good, but not at the expense of being undervalued or taken for granted. If your skills are consistently instrumentalized without acknowledgement or reciprocity, it's a Stoic nudge to reassess the dynamics. True collaboration and mutual benefit in the Stoic philosophy involve an acknowledgement of each individual's contributions and a reciprocal exchange of support and appreciation. It's not just about being a tool in someone else's toolbox. It's about contributing to a shared masterpiece where every brushstroke is recognized and valued. Number 6. Lack of genuine interest. Imagine your life's journey as a book and the people around you as avid readers. In the Stoic library of meaningful connections, genuine interest is the key to unlocking the richness of each chapter. It's about someone not just flipping through the pages, but reading between the lines, understanding the plot twists, and caring about the characters, especially you. Now let's shift to a scene where this genuine interest is noticeably absent. A lack of genuine interest. This is like having readers who skim through the book, barely acknowledging the narrative, and certainly not invested in the character's development. In the world, according to Marcus Aurelius, authentic connections are an exploration, a sincere interest in each other's stories. Picture a friend who's disengaged when you share your passions, or a partner who seems more interested in their phone than your conversation. It's like trying to narrate an exciting plot twist to an audience engrossed in their own storyline. Now, let's learn from the Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius would encourage a pause for reflection. Are your connections mere spectators, or are they actively engaging in the narrative of your life? In practical terms, it's about actively listening, asking questions, and showing genuine concern for each other's well-being. If you find yourself in relationships where this sincere curiosity is lacking, it's a Stoic signal to question the depth and authenticity of those connections. True connections in the Stoic philosophy are a shared reading experience where both parties are not just present, but genuinely interested in each other's unfolding stories. Number 7. Frequent disregard for boundaries. In the Stoic landscape, personal boundaries are sacred lines drawn in the sand, signaling where respect begins. Picture these boundaries as the walls around your emotional and personal space, essential for maintaining balance and well-being. Now, let's enter a scenario where these lines are consistently blurred or outright ignored, a chronic, frequent disregard for boundaries. Stoicism, through the lens of Marcus Aurelius, places a premium on respect for personal boundaries. Imagine having a fence around your emotional garden. Frequent disregard for these boundaries is akin to trampling on the flowers you've carefully nurtured. Let's translate this into everyday experiences. In a friendship, if your time is consistently hijacked without consideration for your schedule, it's like having your door perpetually knocked on without a moment's peace. In a romantic relationship, envision your emotional space invaded with constant demands or expectations, leaving you with little room to breathe. Now, let's extract a lesson from the Stoic playbook. Marcus Aurelius would underscore the importance of self-awareness and respect in relationships. If your boundaries are frequently disregarded, it's a Stoic red flag, a signal that the principles of respect and consideration might be taking a back seat. In the real world, this could mean reassessing the dynamics of the relationship. True connections in the Stoic philosophy involve a mutual understanding and appreciation for each other's boundaries. So, when you find your fences constantly crossed, it's a Stoic reminder to reinforce those boundaries or, if necessary, reconsider the nature of the relationship. As we traverse the intricate seas of human connection, Stoicism, with the wisdom bestowed upon us by Marcus Aurelius, becomes our guiding light. It reveals to us the subtle markers that may hint at the possibility of being used. By nurturing relationships anchored in the Stoic values of virtue, reciprocity, and mutual growth, we not only withstand the waves, but embody the resilience and authenticity inherent in the Stoic way of life. Remember, recognizing these signs is not a vulnerability. It's a testament to your Stoic strength and your dedication to fostering connections that uphold your well-being. As our shared journey unfolds, there's a treasure trove of Stoic wisdom waiting for you in the videos popping up on your screen. Click, explore, and let's delve deeper into this ancient philosophy together. Thank you for embarking on this voyage with me. Your commitment to understanding these Stoic principles is a profound step toward building more meaningful connections. As we part ways for now, keep in mind that the Stoic seas are vast, but armed with knowledge as we sail, we navigate with purpose and resilience. Until our paths cross again, stay Stoic, stay wise, and may your journey be filled with authentic connections, fair winds, and following seas.